allies of former President Donald Trump after round, and now they appear to be finding out. An Arizona grand jury has officially indicted 11 Arizona fake electors with several felony charges, including conspiracy and fraudulent schemes and artifices. The indictment, which alleges the fake electors, along with the remaining 7 redacted defendants, conspired to overturn the 2020 election in favor of Donald Trump in Arizona, with the hopes of overturning the election for him nationally. These felony charges carry possible prison sentences if the defendants are convicted. So, now, these 11 fake electors, these are Arizona state officials, but what about the 7? The 7 who are not really known. Well, we actually know who they are. In fact, I'm going to go to talk about those redacted defendants, but let me just note that Trump himself is listed as an unindicted co-conspirator. So, already not good. So now, one of the 7 redacted defendants appears to be former Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani. Given the reference to the mayor nickname, the Washington Post has also confirmed that Mark Meadows, Jenna Ellis, Christina Bobb, John Eastman, Mike Roman, and Boris Epstein have also been indicted. So, yeah, those are the ones who were not named, but we know who they are. Now, Kenneth Chesebro, an attorney who helped devise Trump's post-election strategy, is also described as an unindicted co-conspirator. Number 4, the other 3 unindicted co-conspirators are State Senator Kelly Townsend, former State Representative Mark Fincham, and former Arizona GOP lawmaker Jack Wilenchik. So those are the unindicted co-conspirators along with Donald Trump. But then, of course, we had the other redacted defendants, Giuliani, Meadows, Ellis, Bobb, Eastman, Roman, and Epstein. So, interesting. Here we go. So, this goes along with the news that Michigan prosecutors have revealed that Trump is also an unindicted co-conspirator in their own fake elector investigation. Also, many of the newly charged defendants in Arizona, including Mark Meadows, Giuliani, Eastman, and Ellis, have been charged in the Georgia case. So there are 4 states now that have charged these people, along with, again, these fake electors, in this fake elector scheme that had happened in those states. So, not good. Not good. What's really funny, though, about this are the charges involving Christina Bobb. She was recently elevated to a senior position at the RNC focused on election integrity. I just found that hilarious and a bit ironic. I mean, when it comes to election integrity, you might as well put a fake ballot in charge of their election integrity committee from a fake elector, because they don't have any integrity. They're Republicans, of course. Or at least they're pro-Trump Republicans who tried to steal an election in favor of Trump by disenfranchising Biden voters in a lot of these states. Look, fake electors, I mean, the Trump campaign, Trump allies, they're like, oh, don't call them fake electors. What else are you going to call them? That's what they are. They're not the real electors. They're not representative of the people. They're not representative of the voters. Their purpose was to subvert the will of the people by ignoring the actual vote tallies that had been verified and certified. Okay, their job was to ignore all of that and vote for Donald Trump to be president. Ignore the vote totals. That was the whole point. Okay, the whole point of the fake electors. Look, Biden won Arizona by more than 10,000 votes. Okay, that has been verified. He legitimately won Arizona. He legitimately won the election. That's it. Now, of the 8 lawsuits that unsuccessfully challenged Biden's victory in that state, one of them was filed by those 11 Republicans that were the fake electors. They had asked a judge to decertify the results to block the state from sending them to the Electoral College. If they had been successful, they would have been the ones that were the electors. That said, U.S. District Judge Diane Humatawa dismissed their case over what? a lack of legal standing. She said that they had waited too long to bring their case and had failed to provide the court with factual support for their extraordinary claims. You know, there are claims that Trump had won the election and that they were the real electors, but they were not. Days after that lawsuit was dismissed, the 11 participated in the certificate signing anyway to claim that they were the real electors after all, even though there was absolutely no evidence that they were the real electors. They were the fake electors. So that's why they're in trouble. That's why they have been charged with trying to overturn a legitimate, lawful election. So now, some of the people that are named in this responded exactly the way that you'd expect, with a lot of sound and fury. In fact, a lawyer representing Mark Meadows, George Terwilliger, said that he had not yet seen the indictment, but if Meadows is named, it is blatantly political and politicized accusation and will be contested and defeated. Oh, okay. Giuliani's political advisor, Ted Goodman, had described what he called the continued weaponization of our justice system. A lawyer for Eastman, Charles Burnham, said his client is innocent. All right. Christina Bobb, however, has not responded to a message seeking comment, as far as I know, nor did a lawyer who's represented Roman in a case in Georgia. So, as far as everybody else, not entirely sure. But there it is. I wanted to read those responses because they're using the Trump playbook, crying about the weaponized justice system, even though they had attempted to disenfranchise every Biden voter in the state by supporting this fake elector scheme. Important to point that out because what they did was try to steal votes, was try to take an election that they did not win and claim that they won it anyway. And that should not be allowed. That is illegal, and it should be. And anyone who is involved in that attempted theft needs to be punished accordingly.